We have a question today. How do I group objects in Cricut Design Space? This is the Creative Crafters Podcast. Hi, I'm Bette from Bette's Makes, and this is your questions answered. Now, grouping objects can be fairly easy once you get into Design Space. And if you have a couple of things on the screen, it's going to make this part even easier. Now, once we are into Design Space, put 3 or 4 objects on the screen. This might work a little better. And select 2 of them. That means click on one of them, hold the Shift key down, and click on the second one. Now you can do grouping a really simple way. You can hold down the Control key and push G, or you can go above the Layers panel and you will see an object right at the top, and it's on the left inside that Layers panel, and that is for grouping. So just hover your mouse over in that area and you'll see the ability to group. Now if you wanted to ungroup it, that is easy as well. You just click on that same item and you go ahead and back to the same place as the grouping in the Layers panel and choose Ungroup. And of course, with Design Space, there are a million ways to do everything at the same time. Now, let's select 5 of the items you have on the screen if you have 5, or everything that's on your screen. You can go to the top menu bar and do a select all. Now, sometimes you will want to do that if you want to hide something for the screen. You just want to group a whole bunch of it. Now, you can also take your mouse and drag over from the top left down to the bottom right, so you cover all the objects that you want to group together. Control G, that's Control G, works really well. And of course, on top of the Layers panel, you want to be able to then click on the group item. Now that makes it really easy to group and ungroup, but of course Design Space also provides you with a lot of other things that you can do. You can actually edit anything inside a group. What you need to do is go to the Layers panel, and then from that Layers panel, find the group that you're working with. And of course, once you find that group, you'll find a list of items inside that group. Now, if you need to change the color of just one of them, find it in the group, click on it, and then go over to your operations. And of course, once you're in, once you're inside the operations, you can then, of course, pick what you want to do. And of course, you can change how it is. You could go from basic cut, you could go to pen, you could go to score, and of course you can do anything else that you want inside of there. So you can change colors without any problem as it goes through. So there's a couple of ways that you group, of course, is select the items you want on the screen using click for the first one and shift click for the other ones. You can do the same thing inside of the Layers panel. And once you've selected everything, Control G, or go up to the Layers, and it's the very first button, and that is called Group. Control G, that's what it says. When you hover over that particular icon, it allows you to group. And of course, ungrouping is simple. You just select the group, go back to that same button, and click on Ungroup. This has been the Creative Crafters Podcast, and your questions answered.